Hi, and welcome to another week of Keeping It Real with Coach Neal. I'm Brandon Sands, joined by UNCW women's soccer head coach Chris Neal. Coach, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Awesome. We're enjoying this lovely Wilmington morning. Coming off a sort of a split week, you had an away match that you tied at Elon, came home, lost to the first place Hofstra Pride on Sunday. Let's just go into that Elon game real quick. Had another game, had to come back late to earn the tie. What were your thoughts from Elon?
I thought it was a really good game. Both teams had not a lot of chances, but a few solid ones, and I was really happy with our team's performance on the road at Elon. Tough place to play. We go down with the own goal, and if you know anything about Elon, they've proved to be very stubborn in the past. When they do get a lead, they're very hard to level on, and I was really happy with our kids' effort. They kept going, stayed focused, and were able to get the leveler with just a few minutes left in the match, which was a big exhale for us at that moment. So that was a really quality road point against a tough team.
And then you moving on to Sunday against Hofstra. You guys got the early goal, got the lead, couldn't quite hold on to it in the second half. What kind of changed from that first half versus the second half when we conceded the 2 goals?
We felt really good at halftime because we had the wind in our face in the first half, and to be up 1-0 and to have played really well, I think that might have been our best 45 minutes of the year against an opponent of that caliber. So we were right where we wanted to be in the second half, but we knew Hofstra would make some adjustments. They specifically made some adjustments to how we were playing out of the back, and the game got really rough and tumble and aggressive and direct in the second half, which is good and bad for both teams. So I thought it was an excellent soccer match, and Hofstra just at critical moments had a little bit more quality on the ball, whether it was the set piece or whether it was the counterattack, and that's the nature of playing a really good team. They have a handful of players that don't need a lot of chances, that are really, really good on the ball, and they punished us with a few chances that we gave them.
I believe that's the last 3 games we've been a part of games that have had a goal scored in the 80th minute or later. What does that say just about the grind of the CAA playing a full 90 minutes game in and game out?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 90-minute game for a reason. You have to play all 90, and if you take breaks, teams are going to punish you. If you don't focus in waning moments, something weird's going to happen. So that's something that we've had a little bit of difficulty with, but we're getting better at, and just really, really proud of our team's fight on that Sunday, regardless of what the result was. I thought our teamwork and our togetherness and our fight was excellent.
We got a rivalry game on Sunday at Campbell, but before we get to that, no midweek game. What does that look like for the team in terms of a recovery standpoint, not having to prepare for a Thursday game that they usually would during conference play?
Well, it'd be even better if Campbell had a Thursday match, but they don't. So, unfortunately, we're not getting a bye and gaining any advantage there. But, again, I like the way the CAA schedule is set up this year. Even though we started earlier, it provides a couple of gaps in the Thursday-Sunday rhythm. So we've got a 1-game week this week, and we can train a little bit. Players that aren't getting a lot of minutes can train at an intense level and compete for playing time through training. And we can really go to work on fixing some things that we think are going to make us better and more competitive on Sunday. It also gives us, more time to study our opponent and to try to prepare a game plan. Hopefully we don't outthink ourselves with all this time, but it's just very different, and I really prefer 1 match a week to Thursday, Sunday.
Right, and then to the game itself, obviously, very, very familiar with the Camels. What have you seen from them this year that you like, that you don't like? How tough of a matchup is that going to be with, not only just being a rivalry game, but now 3 points are on the line now that they're in the CAA?
Well, we learned last year how tough of a game it is at Campbell, and that was a game that I thought we played pretty well in, but we lost, and deservedly so. They beat us. So I think Campbell's done a great job in their transition to this league. It's a more powerful league than the Big South was. I speak from experience of transitioning a team to the CAA back in the day from a lesser league or a less powerful league. But I think their transition has gone very competitively, and they've been unlucky not to get a few 3-point results so far. So it's going to be a true dogfight, and the rivalry that existed previously is now just intensified because we're in the same league.
Well, Coach, we'll be looking forward to your game on Sunday. Best of luck.
Thanks so much, Brandon.